From Salt Lake City, Utah, the scene for the Pelicans. Full of talent, it's the Lithuanian big man, Jonas Valanciunas. And he tries to wheel his team to victory as they get fired up for their game against the Jazz. Pelicans, Jazz, the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Zion Williamson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. C.J. McCollum out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for Utah, sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. And it's Sexton in at the 1. Here we are, Greg, getting into the thick of this NBA season. How big of a challenge now is the travel?
Oh, it's a huge one. The reality is all those flights take a toll, so you got to be smart with your sleep schedule and recovery.
So the Pelicans win the tip.
There's CJ.
Clarkson against Ingram. Shot, high post. Here's Valanciunas. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Now, here's Sexton. Clarkson for three. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Utah. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And Valanciunas, no good on that. LDB, the Jazz have managed to stay competitive while going into a rebuild.
Kevin, you've got to give Utah credit. That is not an easy task. They have managed to amass a great deal of first-round picks and young talent and still remain focused on winning. Truly incredible.
Now here's Ingram. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside, Markkanen. True on the 14-footer.
I love this shot from Markkanen, right? The mid-range game is there as well. I know he can shoot it from deep, but sometimes you got to get to the in-between spots.
McCollum with the screen on Collins. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Clarkson. Buries it down low. Clarkson's got 5 now.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
McCollum against Sexton. Unloads from 13. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he ever think it? That's a missed opportunity.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 6 to shoot. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Williamson is skilled at finishing on the defense.
Collins, a screen on McCollum. Sexton dishes to Collins. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Collins in the post. Covered by Williamson. Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 1. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Clarkson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Clarkson passes to Sexton. Outside Collins. Jacks up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 21-point in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. From past the arc, Markkanen pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Clarkson with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Kessler finds Collins. Markkanen from outside. Out to Clarkson. And he's good on the three ball. Clarkson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz. Pelicans trail by 5. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Back to Valanciunas. Collins against Williamson. Rebound, Utah.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Sexton. He has yet to score. Here's Kessler. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Williamson outside. Over Collins. And the Pelicans miss again.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Free throw good, Sexton. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
And no doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
And Sexton drops them both. Back in the 2022 offseason doors, the Jazz traded their 2 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And what that got them, Kevin, was a ton of draft picks. But to me, the real prizes, Lowry, Markkanen, who made the All-Star game, and Walker Kessler, who looks like a big-time stud, particularly on the defensive end.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Jazz. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And checking out New Orleans, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
McCollum outside. Williamson a screen on Sexton to stop the run. And McCollum with the layup.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kessler. They set the pick. Markkanen passes to Kessler.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
Williamson outside. Passes to Valanciunas. Here's McCollum. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Wide open look. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Williamson a screen on Sexton. McCollum finds Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Ingram. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for New Orleans. It's a 5-point game. Ingram passes to Williamson. And the rejection by Collins. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Pelicans trail by 7. And here's McCollum. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks it to Sexton.
A moment now to see the numbers for Williamson. Averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
First one falls for him. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
Cody Zeller's checked in for New Orleans. Nance comes in for Zion Williamson. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Fontecchio. He drains the quick shot.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Jones. Still scoreless. McCollum outside. Clock is at 3. Over George. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Jones.
And no stranger to tough shots. A hand in his face, not a problem. McCollum, he's in his bag.
Ingram against Sexton. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Sexton's got 6.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Ingram outside. Over Sexton. Utah with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Dunn, he's checked in for Utah. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers. teardrop shot. Here's Olynyk, and he lays it straight in. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Ingram against Dunn. Nance a screen on Dunn. Pulls it from the elbow. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, Nance diving to the cup. Give him the basketball. Let him use that athleticism.
Jazz leading by 11. George passes to Fontecchio. Offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Nance sets a screen for Ingram. Kicks to Marshall. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Marshall's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans. Utah's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Olynyk, a screen on Ingram. Here's Dunn. There's the feed to Olynyk. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Some changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Marshall. Hawkins comes in for Jones. And Daniels subbed in for Ingram. George against McCollum. Clock at 4. Nance a screen on George. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good on the 3. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. They've got John Collins. Dunn is out there with George. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. The shot's good.
That's just unreal body control. Chris Dunn really showing up the D with that shot.
McCollum passes to Nance. Now McCollum hits from the high post. McCollum's got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dunn looking over the floor. Taken away. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Walker Kessler has already made an impact for the Jazz. Now, Will Hardy says the physical tools that he has allow him to be successful. He's shown so much growth on both ends of the floor. I think defense comes natural to Walker in a lot of ways, but his ability to learn the offense has been tremendous. Kevin?
It has another great young player. We enjoy them all. David, thank you. And stolen by Dunn. Inside. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, at 7 feet, Kelly Olynyk doesn't have to go far for the flush.
McCollum against George. Elbow shot. McCollum, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
George against Hawkins. Utah moving it around. 5 on the clock. The 10-footer. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans trail by 10. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the three-pointer by Utah. Nance dishes to McCollum, and there it is for him. 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
Olynyk sets a screen for George. Dishes it to Dunn. Driving inside. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding one guards of the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Chris Dunn.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
No, exactly. These guys will scrap. The majority of point guards in the league make their living strictly on the perimeter, but not these guys. They're just as comfortable down low as they are outside.
A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler comes in for Olynyk, and it's Colin Sexton in for George. And New Orleans also making a change. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Daniels. And so he hits both.
Chris Dunn, a complete basketball player, dynamite scorer, remarkable passer, and one of the elite defenders.
It's Hawkins on the wing. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing, and then slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Dunn sets a screen for Sexton. Over McCollum. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Nance a screen on Dunn. There's the triple. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Collins setting the pick for Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hawkins against Dunn. Nance a screen on Dunn. Here's Hawkins. And Nance kicks to Hawkins. Pass to Alvarado. Fades. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Dunn. He dishes it to Sexton. Back to Dunn. Alvarado grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 10. Nance sets a screen for McCollum. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the pick. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by Sexton. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jazz leading by 9. Done outside. Now the dish to Sexton. Right side, Collins. It's good. 7 points in the game.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Both teams deciding to change it up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Sexton. How last month turned out for him? He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Here's Alvarado. Still yet to score. Sexton against Lewis. The 3. Utah with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Horton Tucker, and he jams it with authority.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And here comes the break.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
For Clarkson, it's been about finding a place in the NBA that suits him.
You know what, Kevin? That is often the case for players who are not superstars, but are quality players. Jordan Clarkson came into the league with a reputation as a gunner. But here's a guy who can fill in as a starter, he can play off the bench, and he's always willing to accept his role.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Daniels, he's checked in for Lewis. He doesn't get the second one. When it comes to trade, some say the draft pick protections should only be for the top 4 or the top 14. DB, why is that?
Well, I think we saw this last season with Dallas. They were in a situation where they had an opportunity to be in that play-in situation, but keeping their top 10 protected pick obviously pulled them in another direction. So perhaps those limitations might help, Kev. Well, incredible speed in transition for Larry Nance Jr. Wow.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Sexton finds Clarkson. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Here's the screen. Here's Daniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Daniels has got his first basket of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Outside, Sexton. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Alvarado with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Here is Hawkins. 5 points in the game. Nance a screen. 5 to shoot. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Utah leading by 12. Here's Markkanen, and Utah again with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Man's a screen on Clarkson. Takes a 3. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Sexton with the screen for Clarkson. Offline with his 3.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And Utah making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Now here's Zeller. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Hawkins. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Clarkson outside. Here's Kessler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kessler's got 6 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Clarkson outside. Fires the 3. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Zeller, a screen on Clarkson. Daniels kicks to Zeller. Pass to Hawkins. Second chance shot, and the shot goes in. Hawkins has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's defended by Alvarado. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Buries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
Pick by Zeller. Unloads from 9. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Alvarado missing. Horton Tucker finds Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
And he knocks down the first one.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
A different look for Utah. Olynyk, he's checked in for Markkanen, and Georgia subbed in for Talen Horton Tucker. And then for New Orleans, Williamson is checked in for Cody Zeller, and it's Herbert Jones in for Hawkins. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Olynyk dishes to Clarkson. Outside, George. The high post shot, and he gets the bucket. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And so it's Utah with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Utah Jazz.
Watch out, y'all. We're in the splash zone. Better get those fans in the front row some ponchos, baby. 3 balls are raining down, Shaq, everywhere you look.
I'm glad I'm not sitting there. This is a new suit, Kenny.
Next up, the power rankings. Let's take a peek at which teams are at the top of the association.
You look at the Jazz, they seem to be heading in the right direction. Many strides, man. They're making it. I'm seeing it. But, of course, it's still early.
Yeah, there's plenty to like about their play of late. We'll see if they can continue to improve. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So for New Orleans right now, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Daniels out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now, here's Clarkson. And Sexton slams it in.
And look at the combo guard get up on that one. When Sexton caps off these alley-oops, it gets this team going.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing it.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trail by 17. Jones the pass to Ingram. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. For 3, Ingram, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Daniels. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Ingram against Clarkson. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Now here's Ingram. 7 points in the game. Fires, high post. Count that one. Ingram's got 9 points.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Collins. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 14. Daniels with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Good! Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 11. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Fifth best, Zion Williamson.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And all with an outstanding work ethic as well. Constant effort and motion, always doing whatever they can to get the best possible position and the ultra-high percentage shot.
And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The pass to Sexton. Back to Horton Tucker. Pass to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. 4 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. That one, no good. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 13-4 run. Ingram deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple. Jazz leading by 10. Now Horton Tucker. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Going inside.
That was worth the price of admission. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And they call an illegal screen here.
And let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And Collins has got the ball here for the Jazz. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Olynyk, a screen on Valanciunas. Olynyk finds Horton Tucker. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Pelicans trail by 14. You know, Greg, for the Olynyks, basketball is a shared family passion.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly's father was a coach, but his mom was actually the first woman to be an NBA scorekeeper. So he was raised around the game. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Horton Tucker. Pelicans pull it in. Now here's Williamson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Valanciunas with a screen on Sexton. Daniels. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
So much of the NBA is about pick-and-roll opportunities, and who better than Jonas Valanciunas to roll to the cup?
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 16. Pass to Collins. Over Williamson. Williamson with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Utah making a change here. Dunn's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Trey Murphy comes in for Valanciunas. And McCollum subbed in for Daniels. Here's Abaji. Defended by Jones. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And he comes up with the deuce. Dunn's got his second bucket tonight.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Ingram. 14 points for him.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. Olynyk, a screen on Ingram. The tray. Drops in the tray. Horton Tucker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Horton Tucker. And it's Ingram missing. Utah leading by 14. Here's Abaji. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. Ingram with the steal. Jumps up and slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
And here is Dunn. He's got 6. And Utah another 3.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Horton Tucker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Start it.
For the Jazz, Fontecchio's checked in, and Georgia subbed in for Talen Horton Tucker. New Orleans also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Williamson, and Hawkins subbed in for Jones. Fontecchio, he's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. A floater, rebound by Olynyk.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Listen, Dunn has got elite power and elite speed, and it's paying dividends in the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Here's Ingram. He's got 18. Offensive rebound. One goes. Count it. Ingram's got 20.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
The three from George. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to McCollum. Hawkins, a screen on George. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Jazz leading by 12. Outside, George. Back to Olynyk. Lays it up and banks it in. Olynyk's got 8 points.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
It's Ingram on the wing. Utah with the rebound. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. It's a 14-point game.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
McCollum against George. Three-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. Hawkins with it. 13 points in the game. Over in the corner, Zeller. McCollum against Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from McCollum.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
It's good from long range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Zeller up top. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got rebound number 5 here tonight. George passes to Abaji. Back to George. Olynyk sets a screen for George. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to McCollum. That's tipped. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Zeller. He's guarded closely. McCollum no good. Jazz leading by 12. To the inside. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Hawkins. They get it again. And that one's good, Abaji. Abaji's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Ingram kicks to McCollum. Over George. From 13 feet, it goes down. McCollum's got 18 points.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Now done. There's the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dunn's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you have to admire Chris Dunn's aggressiveness. This guy will take hard forays into the lane and drain the layup.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Jazz lead by 14. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Hawkins. So it's the Jazz now. Outside, Sexton. Outside, Collins. Collins, a screen on Hawkins. Markkanen passes to Collins. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. Rebound by Marshall. Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to Hawkins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Jazz shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Over Hawkins. Markkanen, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Man's a screen on Markkanen. Hawkins shot good.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Clarkson surveying the floor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Marshall. Passes it to Nance. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's the pass to Clarkson. For the three. Pelicans with the rebound. Nance passes to Marshall. The three from McCollum. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Clarkson. Back to Sexton. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clarkson missing again. Pelicans trail by 13. McCollum passes to Hawkins. And the shot is good. Hawkins has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
To the paint, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
You can see how impactful Lauri Markkanen can be with that size and skill offensively. He is too good.
Sexton against McCollum. Pass to Hawkins. Nance a screen on Markkanen. Here's Hawkins. Sinks the three-pointer. Hawkins has got 24.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
There's the lob to Markkanen. And there's another one for the Jazz. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McCollum looking it over. Here's Hawkins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Clarkson passes to Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton has all the physical tools to be special in the NBA. He's got to sharpen his point guard skills, but if he works at this game, he's going to have a tremendous career.
First free throw is good. New Orleans making some changes here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Zion Williamson comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Hawkins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Williamson a screen on Sexton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now, here's Sexton. Utah calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Sexton.
I see him.
Pass to Markkanen. Over Daniels. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
McCollum dishes to Williamson. Beyond the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Sexton with the screen for Clarkson. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The three from McCollum. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Sexton. Larkin in a screen on McCollum. 14 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Colin Sexton working this shot into his basketball game. Such a critical aspect for him to have.
New Orleans moving it around. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Clarkson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Jones checked in for the Pelicans. Good on the second free throw. Jazz leading by 17. There's a screen by Collins. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Alvarado. And the rejection by Collins. And that one's good, Williamson. Jazz have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Passes it to Collins. Clarkson with the ball. Here's Collins. Outside, Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. The shot by Sexton, no good. Pelicans trail by 15. Up the floor. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Sexton against McCollum. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Walker Kessler. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Jose Alvarado. To the left wing. Olynyk finds Collins. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 13. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Outside Collins. He kicks to Clarkson. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. The pass to McCollum. Williamson with it. Olynyk is covering. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Ingram on the money from 12 feet away. Ingram's got 18 points now here in the second half.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans, trailing by 13. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Ingram on target from 13 feet. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Larkin in a screen on McCollum. Here's Sexton. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
And he makes the first.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a #1 option, no doubt.
Free throws good for Ingram. Here's Clarkson. Collins, a screen on Ingram. Clarkson against Ingram. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Clarkson against Ingram. Pass to Collins. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Collins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Williamson. Knocks it loose. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Sexton. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Over Sexton. And the Pelicans miss again. Jazz leading by 14. And the play-in has certainly kept things interesting, Doris. Overall, the 9th seeds have a better win-loss record than the 8th seeds.
Yeah, not much separation talent-wise between teams that finish in that order of standing. And I'm curious to see, Kev, do we start to see more first-round upsets by favoring lower seeds that happen to be playing well at the right time?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
And the first one at the line is good. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Utah calls timeout. They're leading by 12. And 1:01 left in the game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Utah.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jordan Clarkson.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Utah shooting 40% in the fourth. And finished off by Collins.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now here's Williamson. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. From outside, off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Outside, Jones. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebounder.
And here's Clarkson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.